Yo, what is going on, guys? It's your boy Abir. It's r/nosleep. I know I'm really late with this one. It's like Monday, and it's just supposed to be uploaded Friday night. So, this will be uploaded Monday night, but just so you know, I was a little late coming to this one. It won't happen again. Hopefully not. It won't happen again. But this story is called "I Don't Take My Bike to Work Anymore." Let's get right into it. Okay, so I recently started working at a restaurant about 3 miles from my house. It's nice weather this time of year, and I don't have my own car, so I almost always bike. I also didn't bring my phone to work then because we can get in big trouble for having it on us, and I hadn't gotten a locker yet. A few weeks back, I got out of work just after dark, and the back tire of my bike was flat. It wasn't slashed or anything; it was just deflated. It's an old bike, and my dad had fixed things on it for me before, so I didn't think much of it. I decided I'd just walk home because it's only 3 miles, and it's along a busy street, so I didn't feel like it was dangerous or anything. I turned on my bike's lights and walked it home. There's only 2 blocks on my route that aren't well lit. Okay, he said 3 miles, but I feel like he meant 3 blocks. Because 3 miles is really fucking far for a walk. Alright. There are only 2 blocks on my route that aren't well lit between 2 main roads. It wasn't too late, so there were lights on in the houses along the street, but the only street lights are on the road that divides the 2 blocks. I was feeling on edge passing through here. It's not a bad part of town or anything, and I'm used to biking through here in the dark, but that night I was feeling especially paranoid. It seemed like there were far fewer cars out than usual, and almost no other pedestrians. It was a weekday night, but even so, it seemed oddly desolate. Maybe I'm just remembering wrong, but I was definitely nervous. I was checking over my shoulder every 10-15 seconds. I guess it's not especially odd for someone to appear on a street corner within 15 seconds, but when I looked back and saw someone standing there, I froze. You'd think I'd start walking faster, so I don't know why I stopped, but I did. I could only see the silhouette. It looked like they were wearing a hooded robe, which you know is a creepy thing to see alone at night, and I couldn't see their face at all. I stared at them for a second and then started walking faster, but not taking my eyes off them. They didn't move towards me, but I was still getting freaked out. I glanced ahead and saw someone was standing across the street on the next block ahead, but this time they were under the street light. I just froze without thinking. The person was also in a hooded robe, but I could see their face, or rather mask. If you don't know what I mean when I say a plague doctor costume, take a second to look it up. This one was sort of like a gas mask with a long beak, and didn't look like something you'd buy at a Halloween store. It looked, at least in the dark, authentic, like something a professional cosplayer would make. Again, it was just one standing ahead of me, but I couldn't tell what gender, had the black robe, mask, and a stick. They didn't hold the stick up or anything, their arms just hung by their sides. I looked back and saw the other figure still standing at the corner behind me. They were so still I almost questioned if they were mannequins someone was setting out to fuck with me, but just as I thought about it, the one ahead of me tilted its head and waved really slowly and precisely. A classic creepy wave, if you know what I'm talking about. Shit, this is starting to freak me out. Well, I pretty much have to keep walking towards them to get to the next street. I look back, and the one behind me isn't waving, but their hand is raised at their side with all 5 fingers extended and flicking them up and down, like they were spelling something out in numbers or sign language, but not in any familiar signals. Whoever's in front of me doesn't stop. Their hand just keeps moving back and forth at a steady pace like a metronome, bending at the elbow. At this point, I'm telling myself it's some assholes playing a prank, but I'm still so freaked out my feet and hands and teeth feel like they're buzzing. I thought about yelling at them, asking what they were doing, but I felt wrong to break the silence. I even opened my mouth to say something a few times, but it just felt too weird to try to make the noise. I get up to the street corner, so I'm standing directly across from this person, and obviously I don't want to pass them, so I change my usual route and turn onto the better lit street. I looked back and saw they had stopped waving. Their hand was stretched out directly from their side, making the OK symbol. You know, finger and thumb together, but they were pressing them together and taking them apart in a symbol that looked sort of like Morse code. Though I wouldn't know if it actually was. I'm not walking towards them. I start half jogging, and when I turn back, I see that they're still moving their fingers like that, and have raised their other hand and are doing what the first figure had done. All fingers stretched out as if to high five, but moving them up and down in another strange pattern. That's all that happened. They didn't chase me or make any apparent threat, but it still creeped me out enough that I didn't walk or bike after dark. And ever since this happened, I've started seeing weird stuff around, or at least start noticing it. Graffiti of a plague doctor on the side of a convenience store, far off strangers doing the patterns with their hands, and just the other day a commercial for a local car dealership came on, and I think I saw a plague doctor in the reflection of a windshield, standing just off camera. I live in a religious area. I think there may be some cult, or maybe it's a gang thing, but it doesn't seem like that to me. I told my friends and they didn't totally believe me. They think I made it up based on the graffiti I showed them. Nothing has really come of it, but it still creeps me out. Enough that I don't bike to work anymore, unless I know I'll get home before dark. I haven't seen any more of them around, and I hope it stays that way. You know, that was legit creepy as fuck. Well, shit, I guess you're at least lucky they didn't seem directly hostile. Although creepy as fuck, I wonder what I'm having is actually carrying me back. And then this the author saying, yeah, hopefully I didn't have the opportunity to try that. Maybe there's a conspiracy here going on there. I bet the government's gonna unleash a plague on the public, and these guys are the only hope. What the fuck? This guy's like super fucking conspiracy theory. To prevent flat tires, invest in some Tuffy liners. I've been putting them on my bicycle for over 8 years now, and average flat happens about twice a year. And avoid green slim for that stuff. Don't work and will cost you more tubes for all tires. Leak air and green slim prevents re-airing tubes. Wow, this guy is trying to help out with the tire. If I can fucking click this. God, this mouse is super sensitive, so. Or by a fucking car. Squid fucker. I only call that hurt of killing people's dogs. Okay, great. Alright. So that was the story. That story actually creeped me out, like legitimately creeped me out. Just the waving and like the hand motions and whatever. And I used to walk to school in the morning, and it was a pretty long walk, and it was like super dark in the morning. So I'm just like picturing myself like, what if I was walking and I actually saw that? I'd fucking shit myself. Alright, so that was r/nosleep. I'm again sorry that it wasn't uploaded on Friday night, but I was just so like busy and I didn't have like time to record it. I still had people over my house, so yeah. So hope you guys enjoyed. This one was actually a real creeper, and I'm out of here. Thanks again for watching.